At the beginning, I was sort of glad that I didn't have to wake up early, that I didn't have to take the bus every day to school. But the more I sort of spent online, the more I felt this almost disconnect with myself, the people around me, like my phone and my computer sort of felt second nature to me.
The mundanity of online learning got overwhelming very quickly. It was definitely more dull than being in a classroom where there was more engagement. I feel like every day I was staring at my screen, or I wasn't really taking a lot of information in. Sometimes there wasn't a lot of engagement from teachers as well. So I don't know, you definitely felt more disconnected and it was harder to learn.
At the same time that I had classes, my brother had classes as well, and we didn't have enough space to have our classes, and it was a bit annoying for both. But then I get used to that, and I think that I know how to manage that better now.
My routine every day online has been, I think at the start it was very erratic and I hadn't really planned anything. I make a plan of what I'm going to do every day, by time, so that I stick to that and that I get all the things that I need to do done. And then I have a bit of time at the end of the day or sometimes in the middle. But then with screen time it's quite difficult because then you spend your whole lessons on a screen, and then a lot of the ways you relax is to go on your phone or watch TV afterwards, so you just end up with so much time that you're looking at a screen.
The main challenges with online learning was technology and always having poor connection to join classes. I also feel like noise was the biggest distraction for me. I live in an area that has a busy road and I live next door to a band, so I feel like there was just a lot of noise whenever I was in class.
I always like going to the kitchen to eat something, a yogurt or something like that, because when I was in college I didn't do that, but now that I am at home I know that I have more freedom to do like so many things, and I just eat something during the class, and that distract me a bit.
Like I was checking my TikTok screen time the other day and it's around maybe 3-4 hours. I don't remember being on it for that long, but I do spend a lot of my time on social media and a lot of my time on just sort of doing nothing on my phone.
I think it's very hard for me to keep myself on track when teacher support is a lot less and there are other things that I could be doing, and I'm in the same room almost all day at the same desk. And then when there aren't breaks in between the lessons, you just get bored and you get tired and it's a lot harder to concentrate.
For me, it's kind of had a knock-on effect with just bad habits. Whenever I'm feeling low, I kind of become really lazy.
The attempts to sort of regulate myself have been, putting my phone on top of my wardrobe, somewhere where I can't see it, somewhere I can't reach it, give it to my mum maybe during the day.
Cleaning my desk, and I have no pictures or anything near, so that I just have my desk and my book and my pen, and then I can just go from there.
My social life during this pandemic has just significantly plummeted to the ground. Even with my close friends, people I've known for years and I consider them like family, we only speak to each other on Skype now. And I'm so grateful for those talks and I value them every week. We try to do them, but I really miss touching them, physically being there with them.
I make some friends as well, instead of losing, I really make some friends online, which is kind of weird for me because I'm not get used to do that, but I really enjoy it.
If I'm being blunt and honest, well-being is really touch and go for a while there. I found it very difficult to keep up with the workload that I received online. And it has been difficult. I'm not going to say that online has been sort of this amazing, life-changing experience. It's been really hard. But then there's also a sense that I'm not alone in this. No, the students at my school are going exactly through the same thing as I am, and we've all sort of banded together and helped us with homework, helped us with assignments. You know, even if I felt like I was completely alone, I would get a text from my friend at school who was like, I don't get this homework, and I was like, I don't either.
If you compare my experiences to other children my age, I think I'm very privileged because I have Wi-Fi and I have a computer, and my teachers are very good and they're very supportive and they're really helpful, and I think that all makes a huge difference.
You know, I'm originally from Pakistan and I have relatives there. They don't really have many options there, and with my cousins, they have, you know, one computer to share with like 5 of their siblings, and I have 2 computers to share with 1 of my siblings. You know, they lack the resources that I take for granted. I remember speaking to my cousin and he was just saying he doesn't know how he's gonna do it anymore because he just can't see himself catching up to everything that he's missed because he's sort of dictating his time for his siblings and for other people around him, for his parents who also have to work online, and it must be enormously difficult for them.
Despite being stressful, I do think online school has had its benefits. I'm quite introverted as well, so I didn't really mind missing out on the social element of school.
I just tried to keep the things that happened to me like in a positive way, like don't get annoyed about another lockdown.
Definitely with my friends, I think maybe I'm closer to them than I would have been otherwise. So there's definitely positives to the pandemic.
I think a part of me knows how important it is that we're all abiding by the rules and abiding by lockdown and abiding by the restrictions, because you know, personally, both my parents had COVID, and I know, you know, the gravity of the situation, and I know how crazy it is and how life-changing it can be for some people. And I feel like if we all just come together as like a country and as like students and as workers and recognize that we all have to put a bit of effort in for the country to go back to where it usually is, I think at the end of the day it is worth it then. If I could do this and sort of be online and struggle for a bit, I'll be happier in the future, and the people that I love will be happier in the future. So I think in that way, online learning is worth the trouble.